up, party people? It's Katie Austin here, and welcome back to my channel. Super excited, I don't know if that's the right word, but I kind of am excited to spill the beans. No, I'm just kidding. But I am excited to kind of share with you guys my personal story. I feel like I share so much about my personal life with you guys, but I really haven't shared my breakup story yet, or like what happened. I share so many workouts and healthy recipes and stuff, but I really need to talk about this because 99% of people out there go through breakups, and so I think it is part of your mental health, and being happy is really the most important thing about your health. So without further ado, let's get to it. It's time to get real, bitches. In the last year and a half, I've gone through 2 pretty serious relationship breakups. With my college boyfriend, I dated him for a little over 4 years. He was a type of guy that didn't really put in enough effort as I was putting in, and that was our main problem. Super insecure, and I was always asking him questions. I found out actually after we broke up how much he was cheating on me, multiple times. And actually this past weekend, I even had another girl come up to me and be like, I one time hooked up with your ex-boyfriend, I'm really sorry. That still happens, me finding out girls he cheated on me with. Getting over your first true love is really painful. There's nothing really like it. It's almost like losing a best friend. I feel like we almost grew up together, you know, right out of high school to even graduating college. We experienced it all together. Like, he cheated on you, you feel betrayed. Like, it almost becomes more like anger, and you have so much anger built up, and you feel like your relationship was a waste of time. My first tip is realize that no relationship was a waste of time. I think this is a really important tip because someone like that, the guy who cheated on you or it ended bad and you wasted years of your life or even months or weeks, you never want to feel like it was for nothing. And that relationship taught you something. And I think one of the main things that really got me over that edge, that last hump of forgiving the cheating boyfriend, was forgiving myself. Because a lot of the times I was just angry at myself. I was blaming myself and pitying myself for not knowing, how could I be so stupid that he was cheating, whatever, and how could I waste so much time? We have to realize everything happens for a reason, because you can carry those lessons on to make your next relationship even better. Another thing that you should be doing, and don't deny that you're doing this, is looking through their social media. Delete them from social media. You do not want to see them pop up on your feed. Stop stalking them. Stop seeing where they are on Snapchat. Seeing all those things will just drive you insane. Huge part about a breakup too is we all want to really feel sorry for ourselves, I think. I would just feel really sad, and I would maybe eat a carton of ice cream and be like, I deserve this carton of ice cream. Don't pity yourself. You're allowed to pity yourself for a few days, a few weeks, and that is it. You have so much life to live. Go out there. Go freaking live your life, focus on yourself, do you. You know, if you mope around and for months you're just so sad about this person who broke your heart, you're letting them win. If anyone loves you the way you loved them, they will want you to be happy, they'll want you to do you. I think the main difference between when I was 23 and now I'm 25, actually me being genuinely happy with myself and really focusing on myself. When I broke up with my college boyfriend, I kind of tried to consume my mind with things that were probably not good for me, like partying, drinking, other boys, whatever, and it actually made me feel worse about myself. But this last breakup is different because I'm focusing on things that are good for my health and doing things that really make me happy. Traveling, going out with my girls, and really focusing on my career without giving a shit about texting another guy. So I think this next tip is to consume your mind with things that are good for you and that you love. Go on hikes if you love to travel. Take a trip for yourself, and don't focus so much on something that will consume your mind in a bad way, or whether that's another person. My biggest mistake about my last relationship was rushing into it too fast. Don't jump into a relationship because you need time to get over your ex-boyfriend. Trust me, that anger and that sadness will build up and carry on to your next relationship if you don't get over your ex before you move on. I feel like there's so many girls out there who DM me or message me about their breakups, and the huge thing I always hear is how alone that they feel, that no one understands their pain, and no one understood their relationship. But just know you're not alone out there. People go through breakups and heartbreaks, and it sucks. There's really no other way to say it besides it sucks, and you feel like you're losing a really huge part of your life. You will get over it. I promise. Time heals everything. So surround yourself with people who understand what you're going through and who lift you up, because that's so important to not feel alone. So comparing my college boyfriend to my last boyfriend that I just had, they were super, super different. The reason that I loved my last boyfriend so much is because he gave me so much attention and so much love, and he was hilarious, he was loving, we liked the same movies, the same food, and we really were on the same page always. And I think it's really important that you date people, because every single relationship I've had, I've learned what I dislike and I like about a person. So for my last relationship, I learned that my next relationship has to have a lot of security. My last boyfriend would really question me about a lot of things. I mean, I remember having a photo shoot with a guy, like literally my photographer, and he would question if I was talking to my photographer. And I would always have to tiptoe around making sure he felt okay and felt secure with my work. And I never think that should be the case. To find a guy who has such confidence is definitely going to be a goal for my next relationship. I always felt like it was my fault because he felt insecure. I learned so much from that relationship. I mean, that was like so eye-opening towards mental health. It's really hard to date someone who you feel like you can help so much, but you're helpless. I truly hope he's okay now. And still to this day, I feel very, very selfish for breaking up with him, because I know how much he loved me and how much it hurt him. And I'm not crying, you're crying. But again, gosh, I'm so dramatic. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry. Looking back on that relationship, I really do feel like I learned a lot. So my mom always puts it this way. Hopefully you guys don't take this quote the wrong way. You need a date to do your homework. And I think that's a really good line, because that's really how I feel every relationship that I've had. I am learning my love language. I know what I don't want in someone, what I do want in someone. I am truly embracing being single so hard. Like, I love being single. It's really been eye-opening for me. It's only been a few months, but I feel like I am growing into a new person. I'm super happy right now. I feel like those were good tips, and you guys kind of found a little bit out about my breakup story. So I hope some of you guys needed this right now. Also, if you're not going through a breakup or need to get over an ex, just be there for someone. Text your best friend who's going through a rough time right now and ask her if she's okay. Be there for that person, because they will always remember who was there for them at their hardest time. Shout out to my best friends, especially Liza and my sister Kelly, who have always been there, and I will always remember the kind things that they did for me when I was sad. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, like it, comment, subscribe. I want to hear about your guys' breakup stories. If you have any, or any more advice that you guys have to give this community, please let me know in the comments down below, because anything out there helps. I will see you guys later.